If you trade without defining your maximum drawdown, your risk per trade, and your daily loss limits, one bad session will erase months of profitable work. Trying to track all those moving parts, along with your emotional state and position sizing, entirely in your head is a guaranteed path to blowing up an account. You need an external system to catch your leaks. That brings us to TradeZella. It's aggressively marketed as the premium, all-in-one trading journal designed specifically to build that risk infrastructure through a beautifully clean interface. This chart shows exactly where TradeZella sits in the market. On the left, you have free options like Excel, or one-time payment journals like Edgewonk for around $150. On the right, TradeZella's Perm tier costs almost $400 a year, every single year. Here is the catch. They ask for that premium price without offering a free trial or published refund policy. You pay before knowing if it fits your workflow. So we are going to look past the slick marketing. We need to see if specific features like tick-by-tick replay and structured playbooks actually justify paying 6 to 10 times more than the alternatives. This is a high-commitment investment. By the end of this breakdown, we will map out exactly which types of traders will see a real return on that money and who is simply burning their trading capital. This chart shows how we evaluate trading tools. The x-axis is the manual effort required to log your data, and the y-axis is how much insight it produces to actually improve your trading. Take TradeZella's playbook system. After your broker syncs, you still have to manually tag every single trade. You label your emotional state, confident, fearful, impulsive, and you link the execution to one of 25 specific setup templates. That puts playbooks squarely in the top right quadrant.
It takes a lot of daily discipline, but the data you get back is incredibly precise. Over a few months, you build a behavioral database. You stop guessing what went wrong and start seeing hard numbers. Realizing your win rate drops 40% specifically when you tag a trade as fearful. But if you are the type of trader who just wants to auto-import your P&L and skip the manual tagging, you are wasting the primary value of the platform. There is one feature, however, that requires almost zero manual effort. Trade Replay lets you watch your historical trades unfold tick by tick. You see exactly what the chart looked like when you entered, how the price moved while you held the position, and what happened right after you exited. This is a best-in-class visual learning tool, providing maximum insight for minimal effort. But it sits strictly behind the Pro-tier paywall, which will run you $49 a month.
The system gives you a detailed behavioral database and premium visual feedback, but extracting that value requires rigorous daily discipline and a heavy ongoing subscription. That math changes slightly if you trade for prop firms. You are managing multiple evaluation accounts simultaneously, all with extremely strict trailing drawdowns and daily loss limits. A single mistake costs you your funded account. To manage that, TradeZella built a centralized dashboard called Prop Firm Sync. This dashboard aggregates all your challenges in one place. It tracks your evaluations, monitors your daily limits across different rule sets, and displays your pass rates and failure reasons by firm. And unlike other features gated behind premium tiers, this multi-account synchronization is included free for all TradeZella users. The risk here is structural. Your compliance tracking is entirely dependent on TradeZella maintaining a stable API connection with third-party firms like TopStep or Apex. If that connection drops, you are flying blind. Even with that risk, the return on investment for a prop firm trader is clear. Using this dashboard to catch an exposure leak and avoid a single breached evaluation pays for an entire year of the software. But we need to look at the friction users experience when the software doesn't work as advertised. This chart shows TradeZella's Trustpilot rating. It's overwhelmingly positive, with 91% 5-star reviews. But when we zoom in on that 9% negative slice, a specific pattern emerges. 37% of negative reviews point to one core issue: API and broker sync bugs. You pay for seamless integration, but traders using major platforms like Schwab or Interactive Brokers report frequent API token expiries, dropped connections, and missing data. When the sync breaks down, your automated workflow dies. You end up having to manually export and upload CSV files just to keep your journal accurate. There are also limitations with the platform's AI. TradeZella offers basic per-trade commentary, focusing only on the mechanics of individual setups. It does not look across your entire trade history to identify behavioral leaks. It won't automatically flag that you are revenge trading on Fridays or tilting after back-to-back losses, which is standard in other AI-driven journals.
You are getting a premium interface built on top of basic AI and an API connection that sometimes drops. When you factor in the lack of a free trial, buying in blind becomes a significant gamble. So we are left with a highly specialized, beautifully designed tool locked behind an expensive, inflexible pricing model. This flowchart will help you make a logical decision based on your actual workflow. The first question: do you rely on visual trade replay to learn from your mistakes? If rewatching your setups tick by tick is how you improve, take the yes path. TradeZella is currently the best-in-class option for visual review at this price point. Next, do you trade prop firms? If you manage multiple evaluations, the free prop firm sync feature puts you firmly in the buy column. But here is the critical deal breaker. Is your broker prone to API issues? If you use Schwab or Interactive brokers, follow the warning path. You should strongly consider alternatives. You should also avoid this software if you need cross-session AI behavioral coaching, if you are strictly budget conscious, or if you simply refuse to pay a premium recurring subscription without being able to test it first. Before you make your choice, verify your specific broker is compatible on their site.